Welcome to the Cool Fireman Podcast, a virtual firehouse kitchen table with What's a Rolfie, Unkie, Fireman 1231, JDB Cubed, and Fireman Freddy. Let's get to the show.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Cool Fireman Podcast. You got me, you got Matt, and you got Unkie and his beard today. That's the baby beard, the twin beard. You just missed Madison. She was making a special appearance, but pretty sure she was hungry, so she gone. I feel that. When I get hungry, I gotta go. Oh, there she is. Oh, hey, baby.
Yeah. When are those things not hungry?
Yeah, when are they not hungry, really?
Yeah, they eat, and then it takes them about, 30 seconds to poo it all out, and then they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Poop and throw up. That's all they do. Poop, sleep, throw up.
That's it.
Fart. This one is a farter, man.
A lot of fart. Oh, she gets it from Dad, I'm sure.
Yeah, but she don't cry about it, though. The other one gets fussy, doesn't want no help to do it.
Baby just a little gassy. Well, look, we're happy to have y'all here, man. We've been kind of spacey and in and out, but we told you that was going to happen. It's just that time of year. A lot of things going on for a lot of people, but Unkie's got 2 babies. Matt's dodging hurricanes. Freddie's at work. Nick, God knows what Nick's doing. He's probably pitching some kind of foot powder now. Who knows? I mean, he's our spokesman. So, I mean, God knows. I mean,
he's dodging hurricanes too.
I mean, yeah, that's passing through. He's probably getting rain from that right now. It's cooled off here a little bit from that. It's a little, what's wrong, man? The humidity's down a little bit. I'm telling you, next up for him is some hemorrhoid pads or something. I guarantee it. Look, I know the
Oh, shit. Doug wins. You're going to host every single show from now on. Always pitching some hemorrhoid cream.
Oh, my God. Butt wipes.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I was going to try to go down next weekend to Wilson's birthday party, but I've got softball. I just told him that the other day I was going to try to surprise him, but I can't. So his baby Wilson's coming up on his first birthday, so that's awesome. But as usual, we're going to get this thing kicked off. We're going to do a quick little moment of silence for any brothers and sisters that have perished over the past week or two. So if y'all don't mind, please join me in that. Oh, thank you.
Well said.
So, what's asshole? Great dick. Look, is that right? What I got going on there? It ain't receding, bro. I got plenty of hair. I think it's got a tan line.
I don't know. You keep telling us
right here. It should be right here because I wear a hat all the time.
I think Nick can get you a discount on Rogaine.
I'm sure he knows a guy who knows a guy.
Poor Nick. Yeah. We're just sitting here just kicking him down. Like that. He's working hard. But doesn't want to come on the podcast.
Hardest working man in show business. Ain't no business like hoe business. So today we talking about hose. Fire hose.
Fire hose.
You see what I did there?
Let's see it.
Huh? Yeah. Call that a segue? I was made for this, man. I was made for this. I know what my retirement's going to be. I'm going to act a fool on the internet and say things that won't get me hemmed up at my department because I won't have one of them for. So today we're gonna talk about fire hose, nozzles, that kind of thing. What your department carries, what your area kind of does, that kind of thing. Since we got big Maddie over here from the West Coast, and you got me and the chubby bunny down here from the Best Coast, East Side.
Okay, we're not taking this anymore. I'm stopping this malarkiness. He's just using us as a stepping. He's just using us as a stepping stone now, and he's gonna be off to bigger and better things. He's gonna be like Justin Timberlake and NSYNC. We made it all big, and now I'm gonna roll off and do my own thing.
I'm never gonna forget you boys. I've never forgot where I come from, and I never will.
Don't forget where you came from.
Never would have, and never will. That's one thing my daddy told me. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Sorry, we digress.
Yeah, we digress. Well. Yeah, kind of. I guess that's technically the definition of the word. So, Matthew, let's start with you. What kind of hose you got on your ride?
I don't know what the brand is. There a brand of hose? I don't deal with that. I just make sure that it's packaged neat, nice and neat, and that it comes off the fire engine real nice. That is one of my jobs as an engineer. I drive the fire engine, make sure all the tools and equipment are on. Do just good specifics and all that good stuff. That's all I know. But we do carry.
color?
So what we do carry, we have yellow hose and double jacket. And we have about 600 feet of 4-inch hose we use as supply. We got rid of our 3-inch, so all we use is 4-inch for supply, and then if we need to, we 2.5. We have 600 feet of 2.5, which we have a 2.5-inch fog nozzle attached to for the big fire when we need to put big water on the big fire. And then we have a 1 3/4 off the back, rear pre-connect, and then a couple of bundles for high-rise stuff. That's about it for our hose. I mean, we have 2 transfers off the sides, and then we have a front bumper, which I really like. We don't have reel lines on our frontline engines yet. I know our apparatus committee is talking about putting, I think they're like 50-50. Some want it, some don't. The reel line, they think that it's going to take up some compartment space, but it's like the more compartment space that you have, the more shit you're going to have on your engines. Yep. It's kind of how I believe it. We are going to I believe we bought 2 Pierce engines in 2012, 2016. We're going to go to 2 new Pierce engines, pucks.
That's what we have.
You have the pucks. So yeah, we're going to go to that, which they tout gives you more space, more compartment space.
There's a ton of it.
Yeah. So, which again, like I said, it probably just creates more space to put more crap. Yes. But it'll be nice to have everything, uniform and all that. So that's basically it for us. I don't know. Do you guys have reel lines, booster lines, whatever you call them in your part of the country?
I know that the city of Chesapeake does. I think they're getting away from it. My brothers with the city of Chesapeake, they got the booster lines. They came back with their pucks when they redid their first apparatus, but not where I'm at. We don't. Yeah. We just have from front to back. We got the 1 3/4 trash line on the bumper. A lot of our trucks are different depending on when we get them. They'll have different specs. My personal truck at the station has a trash line 1 3/4, 5-inch intake bumper. 2 1 3/4 cross lace, 200 feet, and 200 feet of 2.5. And on the back, we carry 1,000 5-inch yellow, and we carry 600. Some trucks are 600, some are 800 of 3-inch off the back. And we can also, we got a hook up in the back too. We use that so we can set up blitz line. Because everything we fight, pretty much, not over 95% of it, it's going to be a high-rise operation. We're not going to use our cross lays. Our cross lays won't get us too far into our buildings. So,
yeah, that makes sense. We got 2.5 discharges off the rear too, on all of our engines. Even the our old LaFrancis have the same thing. But do you guys have front suctions?
Anymore we don't.
No. We've always trained that way, so maybe I'm just, partial to that because that's how
we have rear.
Trained.
Yeah.
It's just trying to.
I like the front bumper personally.
You like the front bumper attack?
The front bumper intake. It's just easy to spot, but the rear's the same way. We went to a lot of rears, and the rear's just as easy.
Yeah. I like the front intake.
I like being able to just nose up. You know what I mean? It's easy. Yeah. It's simple.
Well, we switched hose manufacturers, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and it was literally right after or during when I was getting promoted to engineer. And so we're driving down the street one day. It was nighttime, and we get a call on the north end of town. We run there, get back. As we're driving back, dispatch comes on, says, "Engine 1, hey, we've got a caller calling in saying that you guys left some hose in the middle of Cypress." And Cypress is a street that we had taken back, and we were all looking at each other like, left hose? We were just on a medical aid. Like, what the hell? And so sure enough, we turn around, we're like, we'll go check it out. So we turn around, we pull up the street off Coast Highway towards Cypress, and we see this little 2.5-inch coupling staring at us like it was an eyeball. And I turned on the front beams, and I was like, oh my God, there's 600 feet. 600 feet of 2.5-inch down the middle of Cypress. Didn't touch a car, nothing. It literally laid
lucky
down the middle because it wasn't connected. Thank God. We don't have a pre-connected 2.5.
Yeah.
And so it just kept paying off. And then all of a sudden, the last coupling hits the ground, and here we are going back to the station to eat.
Thank God it was a straight
donuts and ice cream.
Thank God it was a straightaway.
Dude, yeah. So we had to sit there, and some drunk guy pulls up on his golf cart. He's in Laguna, and he's like, "Hey, I see you guys are doing some training."
Yeah, on that note,
that's what we're doing.
We've done that before. Not me personally. It was in the district next to mine, but we dropped our red line, our RRC line. It's an 1.88 attack line, but it comes off the rear, and it is pre-connected. So there was some damage to some cars and some street signs involved.
Oh my God. So we kind of come to find out that this new hose, it held air. So it doesn't matter if we rolled it, whatever, but we had just done, very recently, we did hose testing with this new hose, and we had put it back and it was fine, but it held air. And so it was really slippery and just slipped right off the coupling there. It happened again within like a few weeks to another crew, same thing. So we had to get up there and jump on it.
I wonder if it was something with that liner that was like not leaking, but like permeable.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so that gave us something to make fun of the guy that was in charge of ordering hose.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, he got a new nickname, so that was fine. So did I, but whatever. When a new engineer drops 600 feet at 2.5 in the middle of the street, you're gonna get a nickname.
Absolutely. Story will be told.
Yeah.
The bards will sing songs of your glory.
Right.
I'm a Game of Thrones guy. Anyway. We unfortunately still have 5-inch intake hose, which is a pain in the butt. I wish we had 4-inch. The city of Richmond has 4-inch. Excuse me. And there's some talks that maybe in the future we'll do that because of how municipal our water system is. We don't typically need the 5-inch. You know what I mean? Like we get good water out of all our hydrants. We have a really good municipal system, so we don't need the 5-inch. So anyway, that aside, we are here soon. Outside of our 5-inch, we are getting new 3-inch, new 2.5, and we're going back to 1 3/4. We were using 1.88 hose that we were using when I started here 10 years ago. So when we switched to that, I don't know, but we went from 1 3/4 to 1.88, and it's been probably 2 years ago in service. We did some nozzle testing and some new hose testing, and it turned out really well as far as volumes versus nozzle pressure, just to reduce nozzle reaction, that kind of thing. And the stuff we're going with is greatly reducing that. We're not going smoothbore. We still have adjustable fog nozzles, unfortunately. Personally, I want to
100 psi or 75.
50.
50s.
Yeah. I'd rather have a smooth. Yeah. We were running our pre-connects at 150, and now we're going down to like 84 or some shit like that. It's like almost cut in half.
150.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking 100 for the nozzle, and then we had 50 for the 188. So yeah, which is a lot of pressure. Now, is it manageable? Sure, it's manageable, but you're talking about, you start running into fatigue issues, and if you're trying to move with the hose, it becomes a pain in the ass. Now, is it doable? Absolutely, it's doable, but I mean, why not make it simpler? So I get it. So we're changing all that out pretty soon. I think that's going to be happening over the winter. We'll just pull up to R&D, to our warehouse. We'll dump everything off in a pile, and they'll probably sell it to some guy like Jake, a recycle firefighter, to make wallets and shit out of. And then we're going to load up all new stuff. So, I mean, that's about all I can tell you about our stuff. We're getting new stuff, and we're excited about it. We're really excited about the nozzles. We're going from a nozzle that was about, let me preface back to a couple weeks from Matt's story, from about this long and heavy as shit to about that long and really light and maneuverable nozzles. So yeah, we're excited about it. They're smaller. The bale is nowhere near as big and bulky. You know what I mean? Like, it's just much more user-friendly stuff. Our shout out to Joe Schwickerith and Lieutenant Joe Schwickerith and the group that did all this stuff, and the group of people who did all this research and stuff, for trying to make our job easier but more efficient. We don't want to be, the job's not easy, but we want to be efficient while we're doing it. We just talked about air packs not long ago and how cumbersome they can be. So if we've got to endure all that weight and uncomfortable, movement, we need to be as efficient as possible with not just our gallons per minute, but our gallons per second, our gallons per feet. You name it. We need to be as efficient as possible. So we're getting all new stuff. We do have some pucks right now. We are switching from the puck. We tried those for, let's see, my unit is a 08 or 9 model. And I think we're going to, we're Pierce all the way. I think we're going back to the Enforcer chassis. Our old Enforcers were awesome. They drove great. They pumped great. They were just really good. Now the pucks, don't get me wrong, the pucks drive amazing. They pump well. But of course, first gen, the first few we got were a pain in the ass. But I love driving it. It's a great unit to drive. So where is I going with that?
I don't know.
Oh, trash lines or booster reels. Yes, everything we have has a booster reel. Some of our older ones still have them up top, and they have cloth. But the newer ones have the rubber 1-inch with just a forestry nozzle. Very helpful for obviously brush fires. Sometimes a car fire, depending on how involved it is, dumpster fires, that kind of thing, where you don't have to pull 188. Our front bumper we have recently wrote that into the policy. It used to just be a trash line. It was not allowed for IDLH in a house. We changed the procedure a couple years back to allow for that, which is nice because now, again, if you just nose in, you've got 200 feet right there. That's, you're saving 30 feet, 25 feet of hose between the cross lane and bumper. So we use that typically for car fires, trash fires, and we've got it set up to where you can pull 50, you can pull 100, you can pull 150, you can pull it all. And the engineer can just brake and hook up right there to whatever he or she wants because the discharge is right there on the bumper.
Yeah.
Two rear, 2.5 discharges, pretty standard. Discharges off of each side, LDH discharges, deck gun, that kind of, standard stuff. And we have, of course, blitz monitors. I don't think we have many portable monitors anymore. A lot of our apparatus mounted deck guns are removable, but I think we've pretty much gone away from that and just stuck with a blitz fire now.
Yeah. We had in our training manual, we had, a removable ground monitor evolution.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would do that. But I've never done it in my career. If we have some sort of fire like that, the trucks that we get in town are probably, if they can get in our town, we're going to use them. But we have pretty much gone away from doing the ground monitor evolution and just keeping it up on top. But we do have a RAM, a little 500 GPM rapid attack monitor that we can use. And
that's basically our blitz fire. We'll get 500 GPMs out of it.
Yeah. Is it like a little thing that hooks into a 2.5?
Yeah. Ours it's blue. It's about, 18, 20 inches long. It's got 2 legs that fold out. It's pretty effective, but once it's there, it's there. It's not easy to move.
Right. It's not easy to move, but they do tout it as being,
right.
As being portable.
But once you kick it, the bail kicks back and closes, because it's a safety device.
Yeah. So we're starting to get into that, like a garage fire. They're trying to get us to start pulling the rams and doing that, even instead of because you can kind of just set it and forget it. They're also touting that you can just pull the bail back and the firefighter can leave.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Now let me elaborate on that. My first, I've said before that I've been to a couple of fatal fires, unfortunately, but my first one it started in the garage and spread throughout the house. So where I pulled a second, third, probably fourth hand line at this point. Anyway, I had a hand line and I was literally straddling the blitz monitor that was set at the garage and was not running. And I was just doing circles, C's and D's, and just making no difference. But anyway, I was straddling the blitz monitor. To that end, what I was saying is our blitz monitors, they have a little detent where you pull out to pull the bail back.
Yes.
And when it's fully flowing, it stays back as long as it doesn't move. But again, the safety feature in that is if it moves, whether it be from somebody kicking the monitor or the pressure change or whatever, that bail is going to close.
And
it's done. And that's exactly what was happening that night with the one I was straddling. Something had happened and turned it off, which by the time at that point we were flowing so much water, we probably couldn't have supported it anyway. because of GPM stuff. But anyway, it's the same thing. The bail will close on its own if it moves. It's just a safety feature to keep people from getting hurt. I get it. So when it's deployed appropriately and effectively, for a defensive operation where it's not going to move, or like you said, if you can just set it in front of a garage and it's not going to move and nobody's not going to, mess with it, it's great. I've used it at DuPont has a plant here, and we had a chemical release one day, and I sat on the hand line for probably 30 minutes before we finally got the blitz deployed, where nobody was near it, and it was just flowing water to just disperse chemical.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that's we have the same thing. Ours is just called a blitz monitor. I mean, I don't know if that's who makes it. For the life of me, I cannot remember right now what the manufacturer is. But
do you guys do a pre-connected 2.5?
Yes, our 2.5 is it's not pre-connected; it's on top. And
you have it. It
comes off the rear.
Elbow coming around and into one of the rear discharges.
Yes.
Yeah, we've bounced that around.
Well,
but it's never.
I take that back. I shouldn't say it's not pre-connected. It is pre-connected, but most people don't pull it all off. So you have to break it and, redo it. But yeah.
All right.
But that's the biggest change with the new hose we're getting is the ability. I shouldn't say the ability, the comfortability with the 2.5. Everybody's like, oh my God, the 2.5, it's so heavy. I can't hold it, blah, blah, blah. Stop. All right. Regardless, the new stuff is going to make it even easier to use that, with a smooth bore on that thing and a regular, not the butterfly, the big old wide eared handle, or nozzle attachment,
Right.
You're pumping that thing at like 60, 70 PSI. Why can't you hold that thing? Like you should be able to, you put out a shit ton of fire with a 2.5, man,
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of GPM coming through that thing.
Yeah. You're talking, 325. That's a lot of GPM.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, with the 2-inch bail, yeah. And you can gate it down, but and ours is gated down to I think it's 1 inch on the end but it only puts out 210 GPM. So, but we don't use it very often. They tried, we went through a little bit of a phase because one of the bigger departments around us was doing it, and we got into this whole transitional attack thing. I'm sure that term has become relevant in your fire department.
Oh yeah,
and that's a universal term now. And we got into that. We started training with our rear 1 3/4 inch being a smooth bore nozzle, and specific for like transitional fire attack is what the thought was, So our culture has always been, really, even us and around us, has always been fog nozzles. But
yeah, I think our goal with this is to make, I shouldn't say make, but have the 2.5 be a more commonly accepted interior attack option, not just for defensive stuff. Now, granted, for a single family, I don't think, unless it's, fully involved in your defensive, like I'm not taking a 2.5 in the house. I just don't see the need in it. You get plenty of GPMs out of a 188 or 1 3/4 to be able to handle that. But again, we're not getting into semantics of that, whatever. That's your decision as the right seat. You make that call, whatever. Or a good senior man in the back will say, I'm pulling this, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you say 2.5 inside of a structure, and all I can think of is like hose advancement. It just makes
right. And I think what our main concept of changing or getting this new stuff is for high rise stuff. 3, 4, 5. We've got some. I think I got 9 or 10 stories going up in my district now. Is to be more focused on the high rise kind of stuff. We do have, every department has guys who just love the 2.5 and they want to take it inside single families. I don't see the point in it. Whatever, man, do you? But I don't want to tell the chief I couldn't get the fire out because I couldn't move the hose.
Yeah. Unkie, we're talking about rapid attack, like kind of fire stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could hear.
He's got fancy Bluetooth headset.
Woo! Look at you.
He's got money. He's got federal money.
Yeah. No, I just have an Amazon Prime account.
Oh.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it is. Sorry about that. I had to walk out for a minute. I picked up number 2 and to feed her, and she stunk. So she had a blowout.
Oh,
hope you wash your hands before you just wipe your nose.
with baby wipes.
He uses that as moisturizer now these days. He's got baby twins at home. He's using moisturizer.
We were talking about the deck gun a minute ago. Reminds me of this. I think I sent y'all the video. A guy getting off duty stopped and recorded it and was talking trash to us. We had a dumpster fire the other day, commercial dumpster, roll-off dumpster. And kid got out, my senior rookie, bless his heart, got out, and we opened. Yeah, well, currently have, he's, right now, my current rookie is a 49-year-old fellow. So I tread lightly calling him rookie, and he worked 12 years as a commercial airline pilot for Continental or something like that. So far from an inexperienced, no life experience kind of guy.
Right.
But I'm talking about my rookie I had prior to this guy getting there recently. Anyway, we opened the back door to the dumpster, and it was just pallets and cardboard and trash. And he quiets it down, gets it pretty much knocked out. And I'm like, all right, by that time, I had told my driver, hey, look, there's a hydrant over there. There was a bunch of construction shit in the way. I couldn't see it. I said, it's over there somewhere, according to the map. Go see how far it is, see if it's close enough to stretch with 3-inch and go make it happen. So while we're getting the back door open and putting that out, he goes and makes the connection. And we get it quieted down. I walk back over there. I say, hey, did we get some water yet? He's, yeah, I got 3-inch hooked up. We're good. It's all right, cool. I said, I'm gonna go shut this door. So we shut the back door to the dumpster, and we just put the deck gun on it and let it fill up halfway with water. I was like, a bitch can't be burning now. So yeah, gotta be smart.
Not unless there's like a Tesla battery in there.
Am I doing a buttload of overhaul, pulling all the cardboard out? Nope. Why? Because I'm working smarter, not harder. I'm gonna aim that deck gun because I got a positive source, and I'm putting 500 gallons a minute in that dumpster until it fills up. If it's floating, it can't be on fall.
I don't know. I see some boat.
What? Duh. I'm talking pallets and cardboard here. I've seen a lot of boats.
There's no boat in your dumpster. That'd be impressive.
Jet? No, that would be impressive. You're running a jet ski through that thing. Bud.
Oh my God. Well, drinking Coors Heavy today, huh?
Man, I love a banquet, man. Look, Coors. Let me get my Sam Elliott here. Coors, the banquet beer.
Oh,
that's pretty good, wasn't it?
I'm Sam Elliott. Mine isn't as good as yours.
Well, I have is it baritone?
Yeah. Low voice.
Yeah, I can get very deep if I need to.
Yeah.
I didn't tell y'all how much, y'all were talking about how much hose you have. I didn't tell you that. We've got 1,000 foot, or I'm sorry. Yes, 1,000 foot of 5-inch in the hose bed. And we have 1,200 total of 5-inch. Carl says are 200. We've got our RIC line, our RSC line is 250, which I think one of our units is, again, the same guy who did the hose and nozzle study. They're testing some different stuff on their unit. So some 350 foot pre-connects, which I'm cool with, man, whatever.
350 foot, 1.75-inch cross line?
Yeah, we're talking about doing some pre-connect 350s, yeah.
Do y'all have in your department all your engines are set up to draft with like hard suction hose?
Yeah, every unit we have has 2 10-foot sections of hard sleeve.
Same here. Yeah.
Now, granted, my engine, I have it, but like the shit would have to be bad for me to be drafted. Where because of my district and everything, and every surrounding district to me is like, I would say it'd have to be bad for me to be drafting. But yeah, everybody has the ability to do that, and every firefighter, has to do that as part of their DPO process.
And I think it's always a good capability, even you're in the big city, because 9/11 was prime example. They had a draft for the Twin Towers. Yeah, they were drafting out off their tugs and off their boats and everything, and pumping it. I mean, you just never know when crap's going to hit the fan and break down. We had one section of our area, like you open the hydrant wide open, you would got more pressure off our garden hose. It was literally dripping out. It was the end of the line, but right beside it was a giant pond. So we always trained to draft, and we were the first due engine, and we were always training to do it. We couldn't get the second due engine. Yeah, they were too good to come over and draft. Like, you're the ones that are going to be drafting, right? Not us. Y'all are going to be the one pumping to us because we're already living in it. But we would go there because it's just like a little boat ramp, and we would nose in, put the front tires in the water, and that was it, man. By the way, I like drafting.
Y'all may have seen it. It might have been during Hurricane Katrina, where guys were out on the street and they had the hard sleeve just laid out because there was water up, to the mid tire or above the top of the tires, and they're literally just drafting off the street.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but like if these EMP things that people talk about, like if power goes out to your pumping plant or whatever, yeah. But again, that's the engineer topic. But yeah, every unit we have has 2 sections of hard sleeve.
That's good.
And we have 5 tankers in the county. And a lot of the rural guys, those company officers, and that the crews at those places are really, really sharp with their rural water supply stuff and their drafting. They stay on top of that. So those guys are, if you have a question, by all means call them. They're going to know more than the book knows.
I'm a big component to have that backup because I've been on multiple fires that have gotten so big where city public works or the base public works come out and says, y'all have to stop using down your GPMs. Prime example, I've been out in the city of Norfolk. City of Norfolk used to get these amazing, in a bad way, ocean view. A whole neighborhood will light off. It'd be during the winter time. They're right by the water, so you got the breeze. Something would happen in one house and take multiple houses. They're so close together, or they're multi-family dwellings. So you got like a neighborhood on fire, and they were pumping all the water. They drained 2 water towers, drained them, and they were pumping water from downtown Norfolk into the northeast area,
begging people not to flush the toilet.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
they were like, you're about to collapse the whole entire system. Public Works was like, shut it down. And finally, the chief was like, "Well, you were kind of in defensive mode. We're going to have to let it burn instead of just trying to suffocate it."
Yeah,
we've been on that, and it's wild, man. When you have Public Works come out and tell you to back off of the water.
That's crazy. Yeah, everybody's house in town. Everybody's house in town. All their toilets are turned into vacuums.
Yeah,
they're just like sucking air.
Yeah.
This is a little bit off topic, but since we're talking about supply, you guys are talking about drafting. We have this portable water tank. We call it on the top of the world. We're a lot of intermix in my department where we live. A lot of vegetation, a lot of wildland, and so they put this portable water pump or water tank up on top of the world, and it's attached to a hydrant with a 4-inch hose, and basically a helicopter can come by and it can key up a certain frequency, and it opens the thing up and it'll start filling it up. It's thousands of gallons of water. Don't quote me on how much it is, maybe like 5,000 gallons of water. And so they can come over. It has like one of those like toilet, what do you call it? The little valves that, raise up in a soup. Yeah, flapper, whatever. Huh?
Yeah, a float valve.
Yeah, float valve. There you go. So the float valve goes up as becomes horizontal, and then they'll suck however much water out of it that they need with their snorkel, and then it just continues to fill up. It's a pretty cool little idea. We're gonna put a couple more in town, so that's kind of a neat little supply that we have access to. So
yeah, and it's always there. It's ready to go. You don't have to search for it.
Yep.
Take somebody's pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So fun stuff.
Yeah. You boys got anything else you want to talk about with your hose in different area codes?
I can only handle so much hose.
My whole phase is over, my guy.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good deal.
Hey, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hey, maybe next time we can get the infamous what's that guy's name? Hold on. Time out.
Search.
Talk about something. Hold on.
Search for it.
Talk about something.
Oh.
Well, this is Monroe.
Monroe.
Saw Madison earlier, and this is Monroe. This is the broken one, as I call it.
This is the one. This is the one giving you the most heck, huh?
Yes. She loves to be held. She makes the most noise.
That a girl.
Say it, Big Doug.
Doug.
Maybe next time. Freddie has been great about this. But maybe Freddie's on duty today, serving the good citizens of Birmingham or Birmingham. I'm watching Peaky Blinders again. So Birmingham. Anyway, maybe we can get Billy Mays Hammond on here to talk about something instead of pitching whatever ash cream.
I've been looking for a new foot cream.
Yeah, maybe
I'd love to have it on here.
maybe Nick can talk to you about the athlete's foot cream or
Rest in peace, Billy Mays.
yeah, R.I.P. Billy Mays. Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Nick's the new Billy Mays.
I love you, Nicholas. I love you.
ShamWow. The ShamWow replacement.
Billy Mays. So now we do a mashup Photoshop of Willie Mays Hayes and Nick and Billy Mays. So you
Oh my
Nick's face
gosh.
on Willie Mays Hayes' baseball uniform with Billy Mays' beard. I'm on it.
Somebody can do that, please. Send
I'm on it. I'm on it. I got it. I'm on it.
What part of Nick are you going to use?
His ugly face.
Yeah, of course. Good.
Or maybe I'll just do it topless and he'll be wearing a sweater with all that chest hair he's got.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that guy needs he needs to do a damn Billy Mays pitch for manscaping. What's that thing called?
Manscaped.
Yeah, they need to contact him. He needs to fix that. Bless his heart. I'm gonna talk to Clarissa about that.
If anybody
Anyway.
has a hookup for Manscaped, hit us up on however you want to do it.
I'm gonna give you my 434-594-4493. Call me,
There you
and
go.
I will be glad to put you in touch with a man who will get you some sales, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
All my Cajun folks, Justin Wilson, I guarantee.
Call the Big City Doug from Live.
Yeah, call BCD and I got you. I'm gonna put you in touch with a man who knows a man about some people. All right. All right, that's all I got, man. It was good talking to you boys. We'll see y'all. We'll see you next time. All right, y'all be good, be safe, love somebody. Don't worry about the new COVID strain. Just love your people. All right. See you.
Love your people.
Roll it, Gigi.
Before you leave, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give these firemen a huge thumbs up. Also, make sure you check out the coolfireman.com for more. Thanks!